Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Any topic we can discuss, some questions? Yes? Oh, first and the second. He was first. It's a topic for the next 15, 20 years. It is not so. If we must become conscious, or we must find out first who we are. Who I am. In the present, we are dealing not with living beings, spiritual beings, jivas, or with the soul. Soul is hidden. It is we are not conscious of. We are dealing now with external energy, concrete. When I ask you who you are, and what would you say? Of course you say, I am soul. But you will not know what is a soul, Jivatma. We have forgotten our real identity. So now we're dealing with the body, we're dealing with matter. Our senses, these eyes, cannot see spirit. With this eye you cannot even see mind. Mind is also matter, subtle matter. But you cannot see. Or you can see. You cannot see the mind. Krishna. Be happy. So, those who can see mind, some cannot digest it. It will make them mad. Because this is also material, but it is subtle matter. But we are in the very lowest stage. We identify with concrete. Pumi apona lo vayu kamanu buddhi vaja hankaritya maimil bhakti ashtata. 8 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. This gross ether means space. Earth, water. This body consists of all of these elements. Earth, water, fire, always temperature in the body. Air, ether, space. Hare Krishna. Then there's subtle matter, mind, mano, buddhi, intelligence, the two different ones. Mind is just going for enjoying the gross matter. So when you can control the mind, you can become a mystic, a yogi. But this is not the goal of Bhakti. We want to go further. Buddha mind is only, his duty is to say, yes, this is good for my pleasure, and this is not good for my pleasure, for my sense gratification. It's the mind. And intelligence, Buddha, he says, oh, you want to, you're walking to the street and you want to enjoy, let's say, some alcohol. What is the name of this? Whiskey. Is it? I want to enjoy, the mind says, buy it, get it. But the Buddha intelligence says, it is expensive, if you consume it, you will be intoxicated, you will do many nonsense. You cannot control your mind. You will be intoxicated. Buddha, Evaja, this is the material world. So even if you know the mind, can read the mind of others, it doesn't mean you are a spiritual, you are on the spiritual plane. This is a very gross plane. And only those who are very strong persons who are performing austerities for many, many lifetimes, they get this power. So what to say of when it comes to Atma, soul, this is much more fine. So we have to cross this, and for this, crossing this level, or crossing this plane of subtle matter, in this shloka, Bhagavad Gita says, all these elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, belongs to the illusory energy. It is, you will not find your eternal relation, or you will not find, you have not understood what is transcendental, what is the spiritual plane. Spiritual plane, mind, or let's say the body, you can travel in 8 hours to India. With the mind, it takes you 1 second. And the soul speed is thousands of times more faster than the mind. Can you imagine this? We have not the capacity, so we must follow the process. We must follow, we have to understand we are imprisoned in this material world where there's a beginning and there's an end. There's the time factor. So time produces beginning, there's a beginning and there's an end. It produces creation and destructions. So exactly this body gets born and it will die, for sure. Nobody has proved that this body will not die. There's no proof of any. This is truth. This is reality. So the Vedas are based on reality. And when they want to really understand reality, then by the process who is given by the Vedas, Shastras, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Gita, and by following a realized soul, he can guide us to our real self. The real self is that we are soul. Soul underlies not the laws of material nature. It is never born and will never die. It is always in the present. We cannot imagine this because we always have to think about the mind is always between matter and Hare Krishna. It is under the laws of this material world. That's because we can never get peace in this world. We are always fighting. We always... So when you come to the level where everything is in the present, is now, then you get perhaps an idea. But this we cannot imitate, or we cannot by learning. That's because Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself appeared in this world. Harinama, 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 eva kevalam. Kalo nasti, kalo nasti, kalo nasti eva, katya anyataha. In this age of Kali, there is no other way to understand who we really are. How can we make relation with our real self, with the real self of other persons? Our relation is always based on bodily conception, on mental conception. It is called Maya or Agyan, ignorance. So whatever we are now, where we are living, all these things is temporary, and it's an illusory world. You can tell me in 100 years about it, we can speak again. Maybe we have spoken 100 years ago about this topic. But you do not remember. So we have to come again and again to this world. Because we identify with body, we identify with the mind, we identify with this intellect. This is all mundane conception. Worldly, we are not understand spiritual. What is spiritual? What is transcendental? This can only be given by Harinama, Harinama, Eva Kevalam. By chanting the name of the Lord under the guidance of pure devotee. One who has understood, one who has realized that vidi pranipadane pariprasnina sevaya ubadikshandi de jnanam jnanirashtattadashina. We have to approach sadhu, spiritual master or guru, and we have to serve him. We have to become in humility. You have to ask questions to them in a humble way. You cannot challenge such a person. Then you are already lost. Then you have lost. Then your Maya illusion is your guide. Surrender is the thing, is the secret. And the spiritual master, he can reveal to you the truth, who we are, who I am. And because he has seen the truth, he is maybe a member of the Absolute, of the Perfect, of Vaikuntha. Like our parampara is like this. They are coming from up to down just to tell us these secrets. Some may take it, some may not be able to accept. But this is, everyone is free to decide. But we belong in reality to the transcendental plane, to the eternal plane. So you have to understand with whom you are dealing when you want to communicate with other spirit soul. It goes only when you are on the spiritual plane. There you have all those who are there, all they are conscious of this. There is no death. My spiritual master did not die. Just he left this world. But even when he left the world, and there was a call, they called me, Guru Maharaj has left this world. I was not able to was heißt trauern? Be said, huh? Mourn. Yes. Because I feel his presence so much. And I feel he's acting. He's still present. You can talk to him. He will talk to you. Not only Gurudev. Gurudev lives in the Vaikuntha and Goloka. We have our eternal relation with them. But this is not, we cannot artificially, we cannot cheat Krishna. On this level is no cheating possible. We have to sacrifice our what we think that we are members of this material world. See Radha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There's I can only explain like this. The rest you have to do. But in a good way. We have now few nice, only we have few devotees, but they are very nice. we have the chance to understand this, then we will lose the anxieties of old age, disease, and death, and birth. Did you answer some? If I could answer the question that you understand, but we are not able to understand it now. We have to realize. Giovanni, you have a question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the exact position of Lord Shiva, because, well, it is always something, a big source of debates and misunderstandings, especially with this in the early days. There were some people who resented certain definitions about Shiva. So if you can clarify some, this is the best of the devotees, and this, but he's always a devotee of Krishna. I don't know if you want to add some words.
Lord Shiva, as we know him, in this world, Lord Shiva is an expansion of the Lord, of Lord Vishnu also. He is non-different. But in this form, he is not appearing here in this material world. He has his own transcendental planet in the spiritual plane. So, but by the order of the Lord, Supreme Lord, he appears in this world to there are three main expansions of the Lord. Who is the creator of this material world? Who knows? Brahma, Lord Brahma. But it can also taken by a jiva, means by a qualified other person who has very high realizations. He is creator, Lord Shiva. He is the destroyer of this material world. Nataraja is known when he started dancing, fire comes out and he destroys the whole material universe. In this universe is millions and billions of years it lasts. We have no imagination according to our thinking power. And in this manifestation of this material universe, so many jivas, ordinary jivas, take birth. So they are taking some small flies. I watched this, they live only one evening, a few hours. For them it is 100 years also. So we think we live 100 years. We think this is a long time. But compared to Brahma's life or Shiva's life, it is, or Shiva's manifestation, it is much in the universe. It is also just a moment. And we think in this small what we experience here, this is we are the kings. We now understand something, and we are the center. That's because it is said in the Shastra, every one of us comes first, takes the position of Brahma. And then Brahma fell down through his own creation. Brahma's duty was to create. And he identified with his creation and he fell down. And now we are here in this material world, have forgotten our position. So Lord Shiva, he does not forget. And who maintains this universe? This is Vishnu, yes. So he is maintaining the universe, Shiva is destroying it, Brahma is creating it. So all these personalities, whatever story, life we are living, they are also controlling us. Or we are controlled by our own desires, by our activities we perform in this world. Accordingly we will get and have to pay the price also. This is the law of karma. Nobody can escape from this. You look to the world now, what happened? Just not the universe, or just this planet, what is insignificant in the universe. What has happened? Is this made by Brahma? No, Brahma is not creating like this. We are falling down from the position and we are performing sinful activities. And we have to pay the price. Exactly the price what we have created. The sinful activities we have to suffer ourselves or enjoy. Those who perform pious activities go to heaven. Heaven is also material world. And those who go suffer in this world have performed sinful activities. They have harmed other living entities. They enjoyed illicit activities in this world. They have to pay the price for this. And whatever they are now complaining, this getting too hot, everything will burn, they will war all around. This is not God has not created this. This is our creation. Everybody has to pay the price according to his past activities. And nobody can escape. There's no way. One can escape. In Bhagavad Gita it said, Sarvadhamam parityaja mam ekam sharanam vaja handam sarvapapibhyo mokshecha masucha. You can only escape when you say, my Lord, I did wrong, please. You protect me, I will become your servant, I am yours. Then Krishna promises in this shloka, and I will take your past sinful karma, general karma. I will free you. Don't be afraid. So Krishna promises this in the shloka, in the 18th chapter, what, 65? 66? I don't remember. So whatever activities we perform in this material world, it will be either pious or sinful. Both we have to will manifest in the next body or in this world, in this body. In this law we can speculate. We can think, oh, this is the source of this war, or this man, or this land is starting this war. But this is under the Krishna's control. It is our higher control. They are only puppets. We are all puppets. We are all not the masters of our. If one doesn't believe these things, Krishna will lead you. You will understand one time that we cannot stop birth, disease, old age, death. How will you stop this? It's not under our control. Every second it can be everything finished here, and you never can come, never will experience the same. Everybody of us has to leave. This body is temporary, but the soul is eternal. Krishna. So we get a few minutes more. Yes? I can tell you that we can understand it, but you have to be realized soul to really understand. He is in a half sleep, living in the ocean, in a kind of ocean, and it is like a dream. Many spiritual parts expand out, coming from him. And all these tiny parts of the Supreme. And we are also one of these parts. They get their free will to decide to come back to his eternal abode, or do we get attracted by the material external energy? Then ignorance is covering us, Maya is covering us. Now we think this is reality, what we experience here. But then this body is temporary. So how long? 100 years. You may enjoy or may not, whatever. But you have to give it up. What is left? What is left when the body is gone? We are left, the soul, spirit soul. If we are not free from desire to enjoy this temporary world, then your desire will also be there in the subtle body. You will take with you. Because the desire is there, you again, it will bring you in this world. Temporary, illusory world. It goes on thousands, millions of births we have to take until we realize this is not the place where I belong to. This is a temporary. It is not our real home. Now Ati comes. Du bist zu früh. Radhe. Something, little, few minutes, Bujari must come soon. Who? Not Jagannath. Jagannath means, Jagat means the universe, and Nata means the Lord of the universe. Krishna can destroy, but he is not personally, because Krishna is performing his pastimes with the Gopals and the Gopis eternally in Vrindavan. He is a very loving and very sweet Hare Krishna religion. Personally not, but he expends. Like Radharani is his Lalini Shakti, means his energy of pleasure. And from Radharani, she is not coming to this material world, but she expands here. She becomes Lakshmi in Vaikunta. It's also a spiritual planet, but she expands in this way. She comes in this material world and manifests here as Durga or Shakti or Uma or all the female demigods. Is expansion of. But in reality, she is always with Krishna, not. This is all expansion of her. Practically, we are also expansion of him, but we have forgotten it. We are now thinking that I want to be Krishna, why he should enjoy. I will control my life. I am mine. We will not accept so easily. That's because we have to understand that to go back home to Godhead, it is something dying on this material plane has to die. We are not anymore members of this world. It's temporary, it's painful, but we try whatever pleasure we can get here, we try to squeeze out. And we, in the end, we have to leave. Nothing you can take with you. But this is reality, but we are not very intelligent in this world. We are not thinking so far. Our life is short. And in this body, we do not know what will happen after. Nobody thinks about these things. Where is the university who teaches this? Ignorance. checking out a blade of grass for get a Nobel Prize. They found out that this is what is this? How many different elements are there together? What use? For what? It is a play. It is like children playing. I like to be like this. Yes, you can do, Krishna says. You do, go on. Life after life, computer. It's the same science. It is temporary. When you go to Vaikuntha, no computer, no handy there. You can speak with everyone. It is it is a plane where everything is seen, everything is pure. Even in India or in Nepal, there, those who 50 years ago when I was there, I realized all these things. I was living with a mystic. When he was calling me, but not by his voice. He showed me what the mind can do. The mind is much more real than the bodily. With the mind you can control everything. And this is, we have forgotten. Now we are just puppets in the hands of illusion, Maya. This is higher knowledge. If you want to go there, then you have to make a big step. Okay, we can close here. Yes. Jai Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Jai Sri Nittai Guru Premanandi. Ancha Kripa Sindhu Padita